You know what the E stands for? Everyone better respect the captain!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Eaglemoss Star Trek XL U.S.S. Enterprise NCC 1701E. So here we are. And there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. As you can see, we have the fancy box again. This is another part of their best of collection. So this is a reissue. This is a re-release of the Enterprise E model. But yes, right up front, we can see nice image there of the Enterprise E, Enterprise 1701E. Some nice other images of other starships and other things. Some more other starships and some more other starships. There we have Star Trek, ships, Star Trek. And on the back, just your legal mumbo jumbo. Websites, if you want to check them out. Barcodes, things, stuff. Hooray! So, let's open this up now. And as always, you have your cross cells here, also available, 1701 and the 1701D. Yay! Star Trek, the official Starships collection. Bloody, bloody, bloody. We have the Collector's Magazine, which we will take a look at in a little bit. But now let us remove the protective foamage. Put that off to the side, and as always, first we'll take out the display base, the base of displayage. And as usual, it is the just typical black oval base that all these starships come in. You can see 1701E, 0903, AA, whatever that means. So we have the base. We have what will hold the ship in place, and that just plugs right in. And then we have our display stand. And lastly, but not leastly, we can see the ship in there. And we will just remove the ship from the box. And again, I don't throw these boxes, so I'm going to put this off to the side, nice and gentle like, because I keep these boxes. Now, moving right along, here she is. Here we have the Enterprise E. So, when the Enterprise D was destroyed in Star Trek Generations, this became the new Enterprise for the movies, starring the Next Generation crew. And truth be told, not really a fan. Not really a fan of the Enterprise E. Sorry to those who love the Enterprise E. Me personally, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of this ship. I mean, I understand why they designed it the way they designed it. I understand what they were going for with this design. And they achieved it. They achieved it, but just me personally, just not my favorite Enterprise. It's down there with the Enterprise B. It's not a fan. But I mean, it's very sleek, it's very sexy, it's very cinematic, you know, this looks like a ship you'd see in a movie, you know, so again, you know, they achieved what they were going for, but, I don't know, I'm not a fan of it, but let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You can see the registry right there, 1701E, U.S.S. Enterprise, and you can see a lot of tamper-graphed detail on this ship. And that does look quite cool. You can see all the little windows and everything. Just a whole lot of stuff going on here. This is a very, it's a very busy ship visually. That's not a bad thing. I think it looks pretty cool in this respect. I think it looks quite cool. Nice bits of yellow. Of course, you have the phaser strips going around. Oh no, lots of nice detail going on. You got some nice transparent red plastic here for the impulse engines. You know what I don't like about impulse engines? They're too impulsive. I'm not sorry. I am not sorry, even though I should be. I'm not. Anyway. We'll take a look at the underside here of the saucer. And again, there's a lot going on. You got the Aztecing going on. Just a lot of tamper-graphed details going on. Again, you got the 1701E right there. again, just a lot going on, just a lot of detail on the ship. Of course, got the pennants going down the side here. It's going across the top again. A lot going on here. Got some grays and blacks. Got some nice transparent red and blue plastic here in the nacelles. Again, some more assemblage going on. Got the registry right there as well. 1701E. The shuttle bay. All that good stuff going on. But yeah, all in all, very, very nice design. I don't think there's a single, like, bald spot on this ship, really. I think everything has some kind of paint app on it. Oh, and there we go. These bits right here don't have any paint on them, so, okay. I think these are the only, like, bald spots on the ship that don't have any kind of detail going on, painted or otherwise. But, yeah, very, very nicely done model. In my opinion, looks really, really good. I mean, even though it's not my favorite Enterprise, the model itself is still done really, really well. So, hey, credit where it's due. I always give credit where it's due. You can see the deflector dish done in a nice kind of a coppery color. Yeah, oh no, it's a nicely done model. Not my favorite Enterprise, but a nicely done model. So again, credit where it's due. And again, you got the nice plastic in the nacelles, so when you have, a good light source on it, they kind of glow. It makes for a cool effect. But yeah. And of course, we can bring in the base of displayage. Let's come down a little bit here. And this will just drop down, and as always, we'll just slide right over. It pretty much clips over the impulse engines there. And as you can see, holds it up at a nice angle, nice upward angle. Makes it look all nice and dynamic-like. So yeah, all in all, as always, makes for a nice display. Now, die-cast content-wise, let me cover this before I forget. As always, the top part of the saucer is die-cast. Pretty much the whole top part is die-cast. The bottom part is plastic, and you can see the seam here. So basically, everything from the seam down is plastic, everything from the seam up is die-cast. So as always, has a good bit of heft to them. Here's one of my main problems with this Enterprise, is that from some angles, it just looks flat. That's one of my main problems with it. It's one of the things I don't like about it. Like, the ship has no, there's no depth. There's no sense of, there's levels to this. You have to kind of turn it sideways to go, oh, wait, there's more body to this ship. Because from some angles, it just looks flat, and it just looks... I don't like that. I don't like how flat it looks. It just looks like some kind of weird fish you would see, like, swimming around the bottom of the ocean or something, from some angles. And it's one of the things I don't like about it. And I understand that they did away with the neck of the ship because they kind of came to the realization, wait a second, that's a weak spot. That's a really vulnerable, just weak spot of the ship, just have this little thin neck. If you target that with the shields not up, I mean, you're cutting the ship in half, and usually the photon torpedoes are there too, so you blow the ship up. It's just a weak point. So they said, no more neck. No more neck on the Enterprise, and that's why they just kind of made it just this kind of one kind of slim piece. Now, this ship was designed to also saucer separate, but, just looking at it, it just looks like one solid piece, Again, it's very sleek, it's very streamlined, very cinematic, but just, again, look how flat that looks. I'm not a fan of that. I like the other starships because, having that neck there, while yes, it's a pretty obvious weak spot, when you think about it rationally, it just, at least it gives the ship some depth, because it's like you have the saucer, you have, the neck, and then you have the drive section, you have this, the nacelles, like everything kind of has its own plane of existence, and this just kind of takes all that away, and it just, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan. Not a fan. Nicely done model, but just not a fan of this version of the Enterprise, but there you go. And for comparison, here it is with the original Series Enterprise, and again, this is where scale kind of gets thrown way off because, they're sticking with an actual size here because, as you can see, this model is the same length as this model, but, when you're sticking to an actual size here, it just totally messes with the scale, but It is what it is, but anyway. There it is with the original series Enterprise. Here it is with the Enterprise A. With the Enterprise B. With the Enterprise C. And last but not least, here it is with the Enterprise D. So, there you go. So now let's take a look at the included collector's magazine. You can see there a nice image of the Enterprise E, Star Trek, the official Starships collection. Enterprise 1701E special issue. It is a Sovereign class, launched 2372, length 685 meters, number of decks 24. They're sticking with 24. And we open it up, gives you instructions, how to attach the base, and all that good stuff. Shop online, you know, things, stuff, Facebook, whatever you want to do there. And here we have the specifications for the Enterprise E. So first appearance is in Star Trek First Contact, class Sovereign, last seen, Star Trek Nemesis, designed by John Eves, and captain is Picard. Again, it's nice images here of the Borg. Oh, the Borg. And we have New Beginnings. Star Trek First Contact brought all the best elements of the next generation to the big screen as the Borg return. Oh, man. That was intense. Oh, the Borg. The giant Rubik's Cube of death. Oh, the Rubik's Cube of death in space, by the way. Again, some nice images here. Oh, Locutus. Oh, Locutus. She's cutest. I'm not sorry. Again, not sorry. Even though I should be. But anyway. Just some nice images here. From the films. As you can see here. And of course we have the designing of the Enterprise E. And as you can see here, little explanation. The Enterprise E was designed by John Eves, who took the basic shapes of the Enterprise and stretched them out to create a long, sleek ship. And that he did. That he did. Again, you know, I understand why what was done. And, you know, hey, they succeeded, but not my favorite. But anyway. Again, nice images here. Concept arts. Always love the concept art. And how they go about, you know, coming to the final design here for a character. It's always cool. Very cool. The Borg Queen. All hail the Queen. Oh. Oh. Anyway, sorry. That was kind of freaky though. That right there, that's kind of freaky. Anyway, but again, some cool images here from the movies, and that is it for the magazine. And there you go. So there you have the Enterprise E, and you know, like I said earlier, not my favorite Enterprise. Sorry, it's just not. I have my issues with it, but all in all, though, it's a very nicely done model. Just love all the detail. Just love all the paintwork on this. It's just tons of paintwork. There's really not a boring spot on this ship. Just everywhere, there's pretty much something going on. So it's a very nicely done model of, unfortunately, one of my least favorite ships as far as the Enterprise goes, but still very cool and very happy to have as part of my fleet of Enterprises. So there you go. Now you can pick these models up directly from Eaglemoss. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can check out my Star Trek playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Eaglemoss Star Trek XL U.S.S. Enterprise NCC 1701E, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek! Be proud! Boom in your face!